Another bill advancing would give gun violence survivors and victims a day in court. It would allow them to file a civil lawsuit against manufacturers and dealers who sold the gun. News 5's Lindsey Jensen tells us why a Colorado Springs gun dealer says it's just unfair and why lawmakers say it's a needed change.
It's a ridiculous bill.
Paul Paradis has been selling guns in Colorado for more than 40 years. He says this bill puts the blame for violent gun crimes on sellers like him.
Right, they're trying to pass the buck from the person that committed whatever crime it was that was committed.
The bill's sponsors argue it's too hard to file lawsuits against gun manufacturers and sellers in Colorado. This is because lawmakers say they have broad protections under federal law.
So what I think is unfair is that those who are dealing in uniquely dangerous products like this should not be exempted.
They say the bill aims to ensure manufacturers and dealers are taking precautions before selling guns.
So long as you're doing background checks and making sure that you're taking reasonable measures to prevent your guns from getting stolen, it is highly, 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 highly unlikely that anybody will ever be able to bring a lawsuit against you.
When talking with potential new gun owners, Paradis says he can rely on his senses too.
If I feel totally uncomfortable with somebody trying to buy a gun, I have no problem stopping the sale. So I've done that numerous times in the past.
Sponsors of this bill say they believe partnering with gun manufacturers and dealers will help stop the rising gun violence in our state.
We need them to be responsible partners in this fight. And that's where I'm hoping that this legislation takes us.
Paradis says he wants to see more emphasis on education before owning a gun. It's something he says he's focused on with his customers.
I've lost a lot of sales by promoting education first before a gun. And I don't care. I think that's the right thing.
I'm Lindsey Jensen for News 5.